You are Mufasa's boy.
I am Mufasa's boy.
Bitch. It's giving. You know me. I like me a good Disney character. I am a Disney bitch. Okay, I was a Disney kid growing up.
Through and through.
I do not
mind.
The
Lion King is definitely
one of
the
my
top,
favorites.
the number one Disney
my
movie.
top 5. It's definitely top 5.
Definitely number 1.
You know what? I guess
number
while
one
we
for me.
on it, it's definitely top 5. So I guess what would be Little Mermaid. My top 5 Disney movies would be Little Mermaid, Lion King. What else I'm going with? Was what you call him? Was Hercules Disney?
I don't know. Maybe it was. I've never seen it though.
You never saw Hercules?
No.
You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm dead serious. I seen Mulan and all of them.
Mulan definitely goes in there.
And what's the other one?
Mulan goes in there. Mulan definitely goes in there. What was that 4 for me or was that 5?
I don't know. I didn't keep on hold that.
I said Lion King, Little Mermaid, Mulan.
Oh,
Hercules.
that wasn't Disney though, but was it?
What?
Motion. I don't think that was Disney, but I think it was something else. But it might have been Pixar. But Prince of Egypt was definitely one of my top ones.
Yes. When You Believe. Come on, Whitney.
We didn't even do no cheers. I drank my water.
I'm sorry, y'all.
This has been ghetto.
We started off very ghetto today. If you're newly joining us, we welcome you.
Yes, we do.
I'm one of your lovely hosts. I'm Chrissy Bitch.
And I am Sunkish Chalk.
And together we are
TOEACHHISOWN.
Own. If you're newly joining us again, welcome. If you're joining us back from another week and you already a tribe member, what's up, bitch? You already knew me. Come on.
I'm trying to welcome them for real.
We should do a welcome song. That would be real decent if we created a welcome song.
I'm not playing with y'all.
You know, it would be like a TV show, like a theme song.
I'm going to put my thinking cap on about that one.
I think we should do a show theme. I think, let us know, when y'all watch this episode. I think we should do it. I think we should do a show theme song. Like a little more Lawrence. I think so. I think that'll be decent. Does any other podcast have a theme show? Have a theme song? Like they have like intros music, and shit, like
but
music.
No, not a theme song,
but I don't think nobody has a whole theme song. I think we should do a theme song. Something short, a little 45, 130 seconds. It ain't gotta be nothing super long.
I'm done with you.
What?
I'm gonna see what.
We got a lot of we got
I'm
friends.
See what the people say.
I feel like we should get in the studio and do it. Anyway.
Sorry.
Oh, that was the beat?
Yeah. No, I was singing the song.
See, you guys give me fucking hype. Anywho.
I was singing Miguel. Sorry.
Get out. So we are getting into the shits this week.
This is episode 50.
Yep. I can't believe we started off episode 50 so good.
Me either. This is craziness.
I can't believe we at episode 50.
That too.
It felt like it took forever. Yeah. But then again, 50 is just like, damn, episode 50. But it does feel like it took forever.
It does. It feels like we've done 150. When in reality, we really have. When you think about when we started and the content that can't be taken from Instagram. Excuse me. Because as y'all know, we first started off putting our feet into the water and gathering our fan base by having the Sunset Lives, and you guys was feeling it, and then we transitioned over to recording episodes and uploading them like you were supposed to. We just had to figure it out, So once you add all of that into the mix, and speaking of which, now that you're saying the 50th episode, our 2-year anniversary is coming up. So we've been doing this for 2 years now. It feels crazy.
I feel like I definitely want to do something celebratory for our 2-year anniversary. Since of course since we're not doing anything special for the 50th, definitely of course when we get to our 100th episode, we are going to do something big, special, whatever. Like y'all gonna know what it is.
Damn sure
I don't know. Might have to get a party bus or something. I don't know.
A party bus. I'm crying. She trying 40, y'all.
I feel like we should throw a party for our 100th episode. I'm just saying.
Period. A little happy hour. Stop.
At the least.
Okay.
So what's been going on in the streets, girl?
Well, this month has a lot of stuff going on. September.
September, the one to remember. It was the 3rd of September.
So for the month of September, there is Gospel Music Heritage Month. Oh, there's a lot of good gospel music out there.
Yes, it is.
National Bourbon Heritage. That's our type of Jill. Oh, and here we are. Yet another episode.
We just came
H2O.
out of August. We gotta drink. I gotta drink H2O right now. We just came out of August was a bourbon month. Okay.
It was a bourbon ordeal.
Or I don't know how September is National Bourbon Month, but Lord knows, I think I honored it in August.
Listen.
So that's why I got to drink H2O today.
My
Thank
liver
you.
tired of me.
Girl, it's also National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month.
Okay.
In addition to National Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah.
That's when I really enjoy. And anybody I love some Spanish food. I love the Spanish culture. So yeah, and last for us, men, check your prostate. It is National Prostate Health Month. Lift up those balls before y'all go sliding somebody's walls, okay?
Oh my goodness. All I was going to say was just get your prostate checked out. Things happen, things develop. If you don't get regularly checked, things could, go undetected. So you just want to make sure you're healthy. Make sure your prostate is in good condition and all that good stuff. Again. Take care of yourself. That's all we're trying to say.
Lift them balls before you slide in the walls. Yeah. That's it. Just saying.
That's for you young little rascals.
Yeah, for the young rascals. Exactly.
What else we got in September?
So, those are the only ones we really cared about.
Girl, the biggest thing, okay, so right now, it's given over, especially since, traditionally speaking, back to school used to be in September. But, now, in these day and ages, a lot of schools start at the end. They started more so at the end of August now. So, but from what I'm hearing, capital punishment is making its way back into the school district, ladies and gentlemen.
Girl.
And some places in the United States.
I'm glad I'm out of school.
Starting in Missouri school district. So I wonder how the parents in Missouri feel about that, because I honestly can't see myself allowing that to happen if I was a parent, because I know how my mom dealt with me and what, her boundaries were with me. I don't think a teacher should have that right.
But our parents grew up in a time where when they were in school, their teachers could.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
So it is interesting to think of what our parents would think about that. These new age parents, though, it's 2022. They're not going for this shit. I'm interested to know what happened, because normally it's always something negative or some sort of backlash that put something like this into place. This is a response to something that clearly happened. And I'm like, well, what happened that you guys brought this conversation up and you guys feel like this needs to be re-implemented into the school system? Missouri definitely has some rough areas, but I'm actually surprised that it didn't start in a more rougher area like Philadelphia.
And to be honest, and this is and the perspective that was given on this whole ordeal was really interesting, because this was all the reason. So this is out of Cassville School District in South Missouri, and the reason why they decided to do this was because there was a survey that was actually given to the parents, and they said that they listed that one of their main concerns was disciplinary action, like trying to keeping people in line. Like they felt like it needed to be more of that. So in turn, this was the answer. This is what they came up with to combat that.
Interesting.
So, of course, people they probably didn't think that they were going to take it this far, but it's just like, if you're going to vote on something like that, especially something, being a parent, maybe being
have
wise,
some suggestions
even if you aren't given like check here or a specific space, taking the time to write and reach out to people, whoever needs to see, and the people who make decisions, so your voice can be heard.
Especially when they took the time to give this survey.
Yeah, and even taking it to the parents that you know.
Yeah.
And maybe hosting your own meeting, like, hey, I know that we all recently voted on this. Now they're not giving us any, foresight on how they feel like they're going to roll this out. So let's try to give them some suggestions as to what we need and what you think will be effective when it comes to our kids. Because if you ask 9 times out of 10, 50% or more of the parents are going to say certainly not when it comes to corporal punishment. When it comes to their kids, they're not going to tell you can go upside their child head or they're subject to paddling just to put everything in perspective. So you in 2022 as a parent, somebody my age ain't going for that. I know they not. Because let me tell you something about my grandmother, okay? Because Hazel had to go up to the school because a teacher was hitting my mom at school. And every night she kept having these bad nosebleeds. And she kept trying to figure out why my mom had a bruise on the back of her neck. She was talkative in class. And the teacher, what? That's not okay. Some people take that shit too far. You shouldn't be smacking a child like that at all. Like, for real. And it made me think about this teacher, I will not say her name, in middle school. No bullshit, I lied to unite. When I was in William Penn School District in Delaware County. I was going to Penwood, and this specific teacher used to have a meter stick, and she used to sit in front of her classroom and bang it on the because it was a classrooms where the desks were built into the floor. So she used to sit next to the desk with the thing and bang it on the side of the desk. And one time, this kid came to class late, and she actually popped him with it. I couldn't believe that shit. And she thought that shit was okay. And he bucked up at her like, yo, my mom don't even hit me. Don't hit me with that.
No real shit.
And I'm like, at the end of the day, we was only in 8th grade, but like, people back in our day was built too. So he was like a grown man to her. This is why you parents have to chime in and come up with suggestions. When there's stuff like that, when I know that, okay, there are extremes to how you can deal with things. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to bet they never thought that would be it. But like, when you leave the opportunity open. Mm-hmm. This is what you get. You can't, and they can say, well, to be fair, you can't get mad. Y'all didn't give us no suggestions, so this is what we came up with. It seemed like it was such a concern, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, y'all.
I wish the fuck my siblings or my goddaughter would come home
and tell you that.
And tell me that she better call me from the classroom. Okay? I wish the fuck that child would come home and tell me somebody hit her. There's gonna be some furniture moving in this motherfucker, like Bernie Mac used to say.
Because like they say in the comments, like, where does it start and where does it end?
Where does it end? Yeah, because at the end of the day, if I have to discipline your child in school, this word, what does it say about how much you are willing to handle or embark on at home? So you want all this responsibility to be on teachers?
Right, because at the end of the day, we're not about to treat corporal punishment like it's a sport. Like, oh, you get 3 licks for 3 like, no.
Like, we can't do that.
That's not going to work for the average person. It's just not.
And I don't even see why a teacher or any staff member at a school would feel comfortable
doing that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Because I'm sure most of you have children too. So would y'all okay with this?
Right.
Like,
and some parents are. And some might agree that some of these kids need that shit. However, leave it to their parents because it gets to be sticky.
It really does.
It gets to be super sticky. And consent for that shit gets to be sticky also.
Yes, it does.
Think about that. So
and then everybody disciplines differently. I may pop my child. You say, oh, they subjected to corporal punishment. You may be more heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Than I am.
That's another thing. A man versus a woman.
Versus a woman. Yeah. Like, so it
And then the teacher, let's be clear, teachers are people.
Right.
And, me and you come from, similar backgrounds. And, our parents, our mothers, have a background in the church. And, they don't feel like that you should beat your child while you're angry. I understand that. And I'm not saying that it only stems from there. But for me personally, that's how I connect it. Because, spare the rod, spoil the child, whatever, like that, whatever. As a parent, you deem when it's necessary for you to, take to time out to spank that ass. Like, that's your choice. However, it's just like, when and how do you delegate that to somebody else? That's the whole big issue. I'm not
delegating that shit to nobody
and then somebody being angry might really beep your child up. Like, to the point where they can't sit down.
And my whole thing is, another thing is, where is their time in the school day to be disciplining these kids this much.
Right.
Like, what if more than one kid, what if a fight breaks out and it's a free-for-all? So now all these kids, what y'all going to tell them to line them up?
That's if y'all can get them to stop fighting. Furthermore, but y'all just going to start hauling off, whipping people in the middle of a whole, like,
That's
hallway.
What I'm saying, in the middle of a lesson. Like, 10 times 10 is, like, what? Like, we not doing that.
Yeah, trying to break it down, like, and I know we're being, like, we just being
crazy.
facetious over here, but, like, for real, when you think about it and try to put it into perspective, it's like, it just seemed like it's going to be bad. It seemed like the recipe. We worked in the school, so we know, like, at the end of the day, y'all got Missouri, y'all got that one. Yeah. Because I can tell you now, I can't see the Philadelphia school district going that far.
Hell no.
Because it's going to be all kinds. Spring Garden Street will not be standing. Come on, Spring Garden won't stand. Spring Garden will be Spring Valley. Okay?
Down in the valley.
Okay?
Okay.
Listen.
Shit.
Let's see. So let's just hop it right into the topic. So we calling it Black to School. So speaking of school, Black to School. So what's some of the black things? So we make jokes about that all the time. The reason why we named it Black to School is because we was having a conversation about back to school and like the things that happen like in black households. For instance, the making your kids go to bed early to get ready for when they gotta get on their school time.
It always started within that 2 weeks before school started. All right, start getting your routine together. Start going to bed early.
Yeah.
I still got 2 weekends to be outside late. Hold on. Like,
let me enjoy my little free life.
Yes, man, for the street lights come all the way.
Right, okay.
Shit. That was indefinitely. My mom was always a last minute back to school person.
Yeah, cut your phones. The phone time get cut down. Oh, you can't be on the phone past this time. It's back to school. I'm like, oh my goodness, you was
after 9 o'clock. Not after 9.
I be up till 11.
Right. Watching BET. Okay.
Shoot. Yeah. Okay. Your company gotta go home. Company gotta go home earlier. Right. You can't stay outside later. You might not be able to go a certain place because you're like, we gotta go back to school. What else I'm trying to think about? Oh, you gotta get. Oh, the infamous switch. I love how the beginning of the school year really just like in black households marks the beginning of so many different things.
It does.
Because then you got parents coming to you like, oh, well, all summer long you kind of been slacking on your chores, so we're going to sit down and revamp this chore schedule and chart. I know people who used to have like whole like situations going on when it came to the charts and came to the chores. It just was like my mom just had to. What's supposed to be done, it better be done. That was it.
Yeah, my mom didn't even have to go through all of this. Right, and I was the oldest, so it was like, man, fuck all that.
It was like, listen, at the end of the day,
you know what to do, bitch.
Yep, homework better be done. No clothes on the floor. They better be where they supposed to be at, and no dishes in my sink. Thank you. Make sure you put all your toys and your gadgets back. It was pretty simple, but I'm trying to think of other stuff that.
Make sure your homework was done before I got home from work. Okay, bitch, I was. Have your uniform prepped and ironed for the week.
Oh, girl, the uniforms killed me because then I had to iron mine and my sister's sometimes when my mom didn't feel like it.
You know what made me mad about wearing school uniforms? Because that came late for us.
Okay.
Remember, like, we were able to wear what we wanted.
What we wanted for a long time.
Absolutely. And then this whole, like, bullying, I guess it became so overwhelming that it was just easier to be like, all right, all you motherfuckers got to wear the same shit.
Yeah, because I can tell, because in 7th grade, we didn't have uniforms. In middle school, we didn't have uniforms. In elementary school, I never had uniforms either. In Philadelphia School District or in the William Penn School District, now that I'm thinking about it. It wasn't until 7th grade, literally, when I got into junior high school, when it was like, oh, we got to wear uniforms after 7th grade. So when we came back from 8th grade, it was like, all right, we wearing uniforms. But by the time we got to the high, that shit was out. The high school straight up, like, when they tried to make them do that, and matter of fact, because I think it was like class of 04. They was straight like they went to school. They was like, none of their parents bought them uniforms. They just went to school in regular clothes. So it just was no uniforms for the high school because their parents basically was like, no.
Fuck it.
I'm like, yo, that was some gangster shit on the level.
And if more, this is what
there was some
there's
gangster
strength
shit
in numbers.
Yeah,
clearly.
And I'm like, I don't even know why they did that. It was dumb. It was stupid. I don't understand. But anyway,
they went back and forth about it in high school. Like, I'm 9th grade. I don't think we wore uniforms. I don't think that was our way of, like, distinctiveness, I think, if I can remember correctly. And then moving on up, they started, being more harsh on us.
And enforcing it, yes, because we should try to accessorize, wear our little color earrings, color socks and stuff, trying to make it look cute.
wearing the jeans under the uniform pants. Ha! Girl, why the fuck was that ever a thing?
I hated us every second for that.
Why was that ever a thing? And then remember when you tried to make it stylish, like people bitch used to cuff their shit up because niggas just had to know that you had on jeans up under that uniform. Like, I don't know why that was a fucking thing.
Corny. Just like the basketball shorts underneath everything. Why do you have basketball shorts underneath your jeans? It was the dumbest of the dumb.
I don't know why I hated it.
Dumb. Just dumb. But our accessories was popping. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like,
God.
Earrings.
With everything.
Okay.
It was ghetto. And it was corny.
Yeah.
Looking back on it
was corny.
Fucking terrible. I look back at some pictures when I was...
That's back when the little bowling shoes was out. Everybody used to wear the bowling shoes.
Yep.
Oh, my, that era.
And like I said, everything matched. You had your little earrings, your little bangles.
Yes.
We had name belts, all that shit.
Corny.
More back to school shit. You definitely had to have your outfits prepared for dress down Fridays.
Yes, you did. And you had the $1. Or your $2.
Yep.
Girl.
And pretzel day.
Okay. Girl, what? You had to have your jacket prepped.
Yep.
Everybody in high school, everybody had the baby fat jackets.
Girl.
I'm trying to think.
I definitely did.
And I remember the Dickie fight jackets had niggas in the chokehold for a long time. What else?
The Rockaway jackets and them state pride.
Wet and wavy ponytails.
The back
to school hairstyles.
First of all, City Blue
girl
and Hair Buzz
girl
was at the top of the fucking list.
A girl. And when you came to school with your fresh gel pens, your fresh gel pens, your 5-subject notebooks.
First of all, I don't remember getting lists from my teachers like how these kids are getting today. I feel like
our list was simple.
Everybody got all these kids is coming home with fucking sheet long lists.
Donations and
I'm like, the parents is sponsoring all of this shit. The parents pay for every fucking thing.
But then you think about it, that's because the budget of the classroom is nothing. The teachers have to come out of pocket for a lot of stuff. And imagine you got to come out of pocket to teach somebody else stuff in the public school setting.
And I feel like for that matter, that's why now uniforms should be removed across the board. Because now that's other shit. If I got to now contribute and pay for it to what's essential
and my child's not wearing a uniform outside of school, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm like, exactly. I feel like that should be removed from that now because that's just crazy.
Yeah,
especially within Philadelphia school district. Like, we can't afford all of this.
Right.
If we can't afford to even barely put books in the classroom, why the fuck are you making me pay for uniforms every day?
Can we?
Let my child wear whatever the fuck they want to wear.
Yeah.
And whatever the fuck I decide to pay for, you should make me pay for extra shit.
As long as they're not dressing inappropriately.
Exactly.
It should just be allowed.
That got to be cut. Like, that's wild.
Girl, a mess. And on top of that, it's like they asking for donations, stuff like that. And what else was I about to say?
Crayons, glue.
Yeah, I was about to say something else. I forgot.
Like, why am I sending shit for the whole classroom?
Yeah.
Fuck no. I don't fucking parent the whole classroom.
Not the whole class.
And you're asking all of the parents to contribute something, but all this for the whole class. What the fuck is it going to do?
Not to mention you got field trips coming up, stuff like that. Like, oh,
you want everybody to participate in everything. Man, fuck you and your morale.
And don't let your child play a sport. It's really over for your pockets. You getting killed out here. Because them uniforms and that equipment and those dues and stuff like that, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Let me tell you something. My mom
let the school get real.
Complain. She's like, oh my God, so this fucking team going to take all my damn money.
Yeah.
Sports are expensive.
That's why they be so hyped to get the free stuff. I get it now. I get it now. Because it's like, oh, what? You paid how much? Okay.
Exactly.
And to think that I actually used to like cleats and wanted just a pair of them just to have them. Something was wrong with me. Yes.
I'm glad you said it.
I liked cleats. I don't know why. Anyway, probably because I like football. But anyway. So.
Didn't you used to play football?
With my friends, but not like that. I played in the Powder Puff game in high school. That was fun.
You played in one in college, too.
Oh, yes, I did. That was fun.
Yo, this Christian Rock before Christian Rock. I'm trying to tell y'all. This strong-ass bitch over here. This sporty spice bitch. I told you.
I hate her.
I'm serious.
I hate her.
I'm trying to tell you.
Some little cleats.
I'm gonna get you some. With your face on.
Girl, I'm not trying to walk around all day long, girl. No,
you don't
never
want
mind.
Them just to have? No. You just put them on the show.
No.
What if somebody make us a each his own pair? We could just have them just to have.
Oh, we could, but we don't play football. Maybe we should have like a little flag football day or something like that. That'd be fun.
Told y'all, sporty spice. See,
I like playing dodgeball with adults. I think that shit is so fun. Extreme dodgeball. Oh my! In college, we used to play wall ball, but anywhere, nonetheless.
So you just want to put together a whole field day, pretty much.
Yeah, it would be fun.
That's another event that's going on the list. Okay.
So the first topic that we have for today, not to make a crazy segue, but we got to jump into it, y'all. So what we got up here for today,
some things.
Advice for making tough life decisions. This is just a general topic, and I feel like even within the last, I think it's fair to say for everyone since 2019, the top of 2020, niggas have been making tough life decisions left and right. I think that is a trend. I think that not a trend, but I think that it's every day for everybody in life in general. But I think more now than ever, a lot of life decisions have been made, and people don't even know that they're making these life decisions. Especially when you're leaning more towards a young community where they're doing things where they're determining their future before they even know who the fuck they are. To be honest, like, hanging around the wrong crowd, doing different things. And while I think that people are here to make mistakes and learn from them and, come back a little more wiser the second time around and do things differently, it's important for people to mess up. However, we need to be instilling effective decision-making from the beginning of time. Mm-hmm. So some things that I feel like may help, I always just weigh the pros and cons of everything. And I just base it off of who I am and what I want. I know I'm not going to stay just how I am today for the rest of my life. Of course, there's going to be parts of me that change, that die off, that blossom. Like it's gonna be a different level of me. However, I do believe in staying true to the core of who you are, because you are born who you are. So in that sense, I'm just always, whenever I make a decision, does this work for me? And some people think talking that way sounds selfish, but I don't. I think when you make decisions, you do have to think about everybody else doing it. Why not you?
Well, I think about yourself first.
Yeah. So I think tough life decisions, you should always give yourself a chance to have time to think about something, but you don't want to stay stuck on it for too long. This has to be some happy medium there. You know what I mean?
I do. And you know what's interesting? As you were speaking, the first thing that I immediately thought about, because you mentioned, you said, you made several statements that I commonly made when I came across the blogs recently with Dwayne Wade about his daughter wanting to get the I think it's the name change or sex change or something, or her birth certificate or something.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I do think this is an example where, again, like many statements that you said, this is not something that you need time to think about stuff like this. I think that child is entirely too young to make that decision. And I think that, and not forced into it, but I think that it's so easy to succumb to, and for her to just get up and be like, I want to do this, because she easily has the support and the backing of her parents. And clearly there was a conversation, right? And clearly there was a conversation at some point that was, hey, listen, whatever it is you want to do, however it is you want to go about it, we're going to be here to support you 100%.
Right.
And I get that. And right. I 100%, I love the fact that they support her. But I'm like, some decisions are very extreme. And I do believe that those are one of them. Like more and more, of course, over the years, as time has moved forward, we've seen, people come out at different ages. And I feel like more recently, like within like the last 10 or 15 years, they've been younger and younger. But I'm like, it's like, okay, that's normalized to see somebody who may be in middle school who has already decided, I want to date the same sex or whatever the case may be. But the transition, that piece, and everything that comes with it, I feel like that is a very, very, very dangerous decision to make so young. Like even before when we had Raquel on, we briefly touched on, I forgot what the show was called, but about people who transitioned too early. Okay, yeah. Felt like they transitioned too early and wanted to, wanted to change back. And I'm like, and a lot of their conversations. They were too young. You're too immature to be making the decisions that they were making, like the lifelong decisions that they were making for themselves. And I'm like, that's a very scary feeling for me, to feel like a child has that much freedom. Yeah. To be able to make for themselves. And I'm like, we have rules and laws in place for a reason. There's a reason that, you know, a child is a child and an adult is an adult. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why, you know, we're not allowed to do, there's laws and things put in place that we can't do certain things before we become 18, or lots of things 21. Mm-hmm. So again, it's scary. For a reason, yeah. I'm like, and it's a little heartbreaking, honestly. And I'm like, because, you know, he's Dwayne Wade is such a huge mogul, such a big person, and he has a large influence and a large following. I'm like, I just feel like you're setting an example of things that a lot of people or most people who are watching you can't necessarily follow up on, but physically, but they're going to try to anyway. Right. You know what I mean?
Because it's unrealistic to think about that. Think of the average family who has that going on. Like, think about how, like, they have the you know, they might know somebody who can, you know, who got pool, who can just, like, all his paperwork, all stuff like that. That stuff takes time and money, and you got to backtrack their whole existence and pretty much, you know, put this new person, you know, this new identity to the forefront. That takes legal stuff. That takes, and not to mention the money you're going to spend on a whole new wardrobe because you feel like you're someone else. Like, that's expensive. Like, for a parent, it's emotional. It's I don't know what. Like, it's an emotional process. So I can only imagine just the you know, on specifically a decision like that. Mm-hmm. But more so, even amongst other things, like where people make decisions like so quickly, or they don't even give no thought into it. It's just like, really hold yourself into a high regard, because sometimes I feel like people don't think about, like, in an instant, this could change really the trajectory of the remainder of what your life will look like, based off of a 3-second decision. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So taking your time a little bit. And I know that people say life is fleeting, because don't get it fucked up. It is. It really is fleeting. We don't have a lot of time here, but you want to make sure that you're living it the way it makes you happy. Yep. And honestly, to be honest, and maybe this is just me sounding sarcastic or whatever like that, but I just look at it like this. It's a lot of things in life I did not go through because I felt like it was enough for me to keep hearing motherfuckers say the same thing. Be glad that you're young. Make better decisions. Don't just rush and do stuff, because you're going to wish you could take it back. Take your time. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, honestly, if they still talking about this shit 30 years from then they still probably feel some type of way about it. So really, really think about it when somebody's saying something like that to you. Like, I really took that kind of stuff to heart. I'm like, well, damn, like, it's 30 years later and they still saying it affect them. So, let me think about something a little bit harder, maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Still think about them.
Yeah, till this day.
To this day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I would just say, you know, in general, just when you're making a decision about yourself, just take your time. Mm-hmm. You know, it's no problem to take a step back, or to get advice maybe from someone else who has went through a similar or the same experience. Hell, if you're a spiritual person or you're religious, pray about some things. Like, I don't understand how we live in this world where everybody worships a God. Everybody, oh, God is on my side, and nobody thinks to go to him. Right. When they're making decisions.
Right. That's what he's there for, to help you consult.
So,
to lead.
That would definitely be
a big piece
one
of
my
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. I agree. Okay, because ain't nobody gonna make no decision for me. It's finna be me.
And that's it.
Ain't nothing like feeling like you ain't got your freedom, yo.
Real shit. So moving forward,
what's at the top of your personal development to-do list? Whew, a lot. Mm-hmm.
At the top? Does it have to be at the top, or just like on it?
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like if it's on a list, if it's actually on your list, period, it means it's something that has a sense of urgency and it's important to you, because you're not going to make a list of things.
A bunch of shit that I don't want to do.
Yeah. And this is personal development. For me personally, I'm gonna say, and it just stems from the last conversation we just came from, just taking more chances. I think about how many chances you take when you take a chance every day, every time you get in the car. You take a chance every time you get on the flight. You take a chance when you go into another field. You take a chance when you date people. You take a chance when you make new friends. You take a chance when you eat at a new restaurant. You take a chance when you just buy shoes offline that you've never tried on before. All this simple and yet so integral. There's a wide spectrum of chances that we take so much. And I think that sometimes with myself, I overthink too much. And I don't want to have my life be an experience that it's just like, oh, well, damn, maybe I should have did that. Just like how we were saying 2 minutes ago, like, oh, I should have took that chance. Like, I thought about it first, I said, it's not for me. Some things is not for you, but I just want to be confident in taking more chances on myself, if that makes any sense. I'm always going to bet on myself, but just being more comfortable with that. If that, your 30s is something different, y'all.
It is.
I'm trying to tell you. Like, I still feel young as a spring chicken.
I'm sick of this shit already. I'm sick of my 30s already.
I still feel young as a spring chicken, but I don't want to rush the 40s, though.
No, I don't want to rush it. I'm just saying I can go back to being in my 20s. As of right now,
it's ghetto.
Yeah, 30s is giving ghetto right now. Like,
it's giving ghetto.
It's giving ghetto.
It's giving ghetto.
It is, but I mean, I'll say for me, mine is this always this ongoing thing. Like I have a short temper. Mm-hmm. I don't want to have such a short temper, but I just have to get better with not allowing so much to get on my nerves.
Yeah, me too. I can identify with that one too, friend.
I really have to do, like my mom always says to me, everything doesn't have to have an emotional response. And I'm like, it don't be emotional, just be getting on my nerves. But if you're getting on my nerves, that is a sense of emotion. So I just want to get better. Yeah. I want to get better at not letting things and or people get on my nerves, as much as even if it doesn't make me mad, it still shouldn't occupy any space in my being, whether it's my mental, physical, whatever. So for me, that's number one, because I think I'm getting better. I made some crawls. Yeah, I'm like, when a baby start about to crawl, they do that little rock when they get on the floor. I'm right there with it. So yeah, I've gotten my little rock on in it. Yeah, and then I have to work on, and this is just something that I want to do. I feel like I want to get better at how quickly I'm able to. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess my clapbacks. I'm a person who I don't feel like I can think. I don't think that fast on my feet, and I feel like I do want to get better at that. Like thinking faster on my feet. I don't feel like I think fast on my feet like that, and I don't like that.
I hate you.
No, seriously, it's like those things where it's like I don't like to argue.
Gotcha.
Because when I argue, I can't think.
Right.
Like I get the stuttering. Because I can't process everything that you're saying and to get out everything that I would want to say in response to that. So it gets me angry. So y'all know, I'd rather get physical.
I feel like if humans listen to respond a lot during arguments though.
Right, which you shouldn't do.
You shouldn't do, but it happens.
Exactly, because that's why I'm like, I can have a conversation, but I cannot argue with you.
I get what you mean.
Can talk to you about anything. I don't give a damn how bad it is. It could be the worst subject in the world, but I cannot argue with you. Arguing with you makes me want to fight. It gets me very, very upset. Like I will leave you there arguing by yourself, and then people get upset when I walk away. So I want to get better, in that area of not being able to think fast on my feet, because I don't want to.
Yeah.
Just me. That's just a little thing for me.
I understand. You want to be able to, take a pause in the moment and be like, you know what, all right, what is this person really trying to say to me? Because
right, and not say things that I don't intend to say.
Right, just because in that moment, just like you just want them out your face. Right. That's happened to me a lot of times before. Just like, I'm just going, because you're getting on my nerves right now. Or I'm getting on my own nerves sometimes. Just like,
oh my God, I do that a lot.
I have to get on my own nerves. Yeah,
I do that a lot, and I just stop.
Maybe that's something I need to do better. Not get on my own nerves.
Head, like, girl,
yes.
what are you doing?
Like, girl, why did you? No, why, Anna?
And at that time, I just go to sleep.
Yep.
When I get on my own nerves, I go to sleep because there's nothing else I can do.
It's like
at that point, I'm like, I'm just tired of being awake right now. I'm pissing myself off.
It's like I just stepped outside of myself.
Yeah.
For a minute. For a quick minute.
They probably gonna be watching this like, them bitches is bipolar and shit.
No, I feel like this is regular people stuff. Like, this is things that happen to regular people. Like, we're just putting it on the table because we decided to get in front of a camera and talk about it. Not y'all. So, I mean, hopefully y'all can identify with this. I know some of y'all do. Some of y'all niggas in denial, but that's neither here nor there. We got y'all too. See you, tribe.
Come on out the Nile.
Yes, okay. We got y'all.
So, yeah, I felt like that was a
good little spiel.
Yeah, I felt like that was a fake debrief. I felt like we did a fake therapy session.
How in this fake therapy does she keep on bringing up? I can't.
Because y'all know I ain't going to real therapy.
Here we go with that. Didn't nobody even mention therapy?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not.
Wait
but
a
I
minute.
Encourage people who need to go.
Do you know that your girlfriend introduced me as Ella at the wedding yesterday?
I was hollering. First of all, that was
speaking of bipolar. I'm sorry. Yo,
But you just turned into a whole other person.
Okay, I don't know what made me just bring that up.
That shit was like, I felt like it was a rewind button that just was inserted right there. Like,
yes, because me, her, and another friend have an inside joke, and she's Mabel, I'm Ella, and the other one is Hattie. And she really wanted to introduce me to somebody and was like, Anna.
Anna. I turned around, I fucking screamed so bad. Shout out to Tyler fucking Perry as a comical. I'm trying to tell you, this is the fucking, well, before you changed the character name, because it was Ella before you went to Bam, goddammit.
Mm-hmm.
Just
right.
saying.
Yeah, right, it was.
Just saying.
Unless Ella and Bam is specifically two different people, but go ahead.
I want to ask. I want to ask him that. I think
yeah.
he just changed the name. I don't know what happened. They're not two different people.
No, yeah,
they're
right.
the same
person.
Yeah, they're the same character.
Actress,
I don't know what made him.
Character.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what made him change the name. Anyway, that was real bipolar. Where the fuck did we just start that at? I'm Mabel.
Yeah.
That's Bam, a.k.a. Ella. And then the other little fire fucking crackery one we got, that's that fucking Hattie. And if anybody knows the character of Hattie, this little bitch act just like her. Okay? When she gets old, that is going to be fucking her. She's going to be the old freak bitch who's always trying to fight somebody. Like, that's just going to be her. Like,
she going to kill you. Watch.
Love you. She be all right. I ain't say her name. They don't know who we talking about.
They don't know who we talking about. Girl.
Unless you friends with us and you know who the fuck we talking about. So, moving forward, what's the next topic? Shit.
Oh, girl, this is a good one. So, if you woke up as the opposite sex and you stayed that way for 24 hours, I need a list of all the fuck shit you would do. All of it.
I asked my friend this, right? And the first thing he said, I said, you woke up as a woman, what would you do? The first thing he's going to say, the first thing I would do is smoke a blunt, because I got to sit down and figure out how the fuck this shit happened.
I'm screaming. Oh, my goodness. Would it really mess him up? I think, no, honestly, especially depending on what's going on the outside, it will really freak you out to see yourself like, oh, my gosh, I'm really the opposite sex right now. Like, this is crazy. The first thing I'm doing is going outside with no drawers on. I'm just shaking it from side to side.
No, I ain't going to lie. The first thing I'm doing is measuring my dick.
Yeah.
I got to make sure it's big.
Yo, I'm going crazy right now.
That's the first thing I'm doing. If I wake up as a bed, I am measuring my dick first.
Period. Okay.
And then I'm going to check my phone, computers, and all that. Like he said he's going to smoke a blunt to figure out what happened. But I'm going to be checking my phone call logs, text messages. Yeah. What happened? Did somebody slip me a Mickey?
Mickey's like, how did I get here? What's my name?
Right.
Where am I from?
Do I got the same name?
Do I get bitches? Like.
Right. I looked in I'm measuring my dick, and I'm definitely looking in the mirror because I want to see what I look like.
Oh, but the first place I'm going is to the barbershop because I just want to hear all the shit y'all be talking. I'm going to the barbershop. What else am I doing? As a man, I don't know.
Definitely got to check my bank account, like to see what kind of job I got.
Yeah.
Like, am I just waking up as the opposite sex, and I'm still all the same thing as just me,
or is
probably
it a whole nother different person?
I think,
but that is different though. Yeah. I don't know if we're taking it too far because we're just thinking about it.
I was thinking about like the lifestyle part. I'm like, well, I'm gonna check my bank account to see this. Like, well,
but if you
why the fuck would that change?
Probably would be different. You probably would. You probably would not be in the same profession if you was a guy. I don't got you down for that.
No, I probably wouldn't.
I don't think I wouldn't either, to be honest.
I probably wouldn't.
Look, that's a start, yo.
I'd probably be a trick, though.
Oh, my God.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd be a trick. I'd be a hoe if I was a guy.
So done.
I probably would.
I would probably have to fuck with a female just to see what it's like. Like, have a conversation with her and say typical guy shit. And then, before she can even answer based on her personality, say what her response would be so I could just freak her the fuck out for a minute. Just so I could just be like, yo, this shit
what women want shit.
Yeah. Right, that part. Yo, I'm definitely, just the shake it part. Like, make it hit both my thighs.
Definitely swinging my dick. I always just wanted to do that as a guy. Just like,
okay.
Just have a long dick and just let it swing.
Like a yo-yo. I can't with you.
I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully you a shower and not a grower.
Fun.
Jeez.
Yeah, I will hope so. That's why I said the first thing I'm doing is measuring my dick. Like I wouldn't be able to be a guy and have a little dick. That's embarrassing.
Damn.
I would be mad as shit if I was a guy with a little dick.
I would too, though. I would too.
I would be so upset.
I would.
But I feel like if God blessed me with a good cat, that if I woke up as a guy, then I would have a big dick.
Oh my goodness, here we freaking go with this.
No, I'm just saying it makes sense. No?
I'm done. Where else would you go? What would you do? I'm trying to think. What are some things? What are some things that I would have to do? I don't know.
Bitch, I'm calling y'all. Bitch, what happened?
Are y'all niggas too?
Right, is y'all niggas too? Like,
Did
bitch,
y'all hit the switcheroo last night?
Like, bitch, last thing I remember, we was at the bar. Now, I done woke up and I'm a nigga. That shit would be so funny.
I will go get me a lineup.
I'd be ignorant.
I will get me a lineup.
Yeah, next to the barbershop, definitely need to know what's going on because they talk so much in here. That's definitely our hairdresser, so I'm definitely going to that joint.
Damn, you can't get to know them. You can.
I mean, that ain't even fun for a guy though. That would be annoying.
But it feels good to get a pedicure though to anybody.
And yeah, it does. But
a manicure?
No, absolutely. But I'm just saying, a man sitting in an area, I know he'd probably be bored and annoyed.
Bored as hell.
Sitting there, all the women just think about the different random conversations. Something that would be annoying, hearing the different random conversations and shit.
Yes.
And he ain't really in there talking to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. And the only woman who really want to talk to you, oh, you in here? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Get out my face.
I would try to leave as many good, positive, lasting impressions on young men as possible.
I agree with that. And as the oldest of two brothers, dude, they would be bidding on me if I woke up as a guy. They be bidding on me, yo. They would bid so bad. Yo, bro. Like,
Like,
that would be funny.
Is she really a dude? Yeah, she's really a man.
My mouth would probably, oh my God, my mouth is already potty now. Girl, it would be the Potter's
I wonder how my dad would feel about that.
I thought about that too. Dad, you finally got another son.
How would you feel?
Well, my dad already said I should have been a boy.
Lord have mercy.
I think he would be fine with me either way.
I'm trying to figure out how my dad wanted girls and really wound up with girls. Like, that almost never happens.
Huh.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
You know.
What?
No, I was thinking about something. Not mine.
I'm about to shoot in the face. Anywho.
I'm going to behave.
This is the wrong screen.
I'm going to behave. So, bottom line, if I woke up as a guy, I would have fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No doubt about it.
Definitely have fun.
Yeah.
I hope I wouldn't get in trouble, though. I probably would die faster.
Not die faster.
Somebody would be after me.
No.
You don't think so?
No. I would hope. That's a lot to consider. I don't know. Let me sit. I got to think about that somewhere. What would you do?
Yeah,
what would be the first thing you do?
I don't think niggas would like me.
They probably would.
As a guy, you know what? They probably would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that.
They probably would.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If I was a guy, I probably would have to be gay because I couldn't see women liking me and my personality.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, but you would probably have a few women friends, just a few.
Yeah, I'm like, I couldn't see many
like a
women
few
liking me, my
close,
personality.
like bro and sis
like
type
me
stuff.
as a woman, like it's already just like, so me as a guy, this personality in a male body.
Thinking about like just like the guys that we know from college that we consider our brothers, like them, like hanging out with them. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I gotta ask them, would y'all like us as guys? Like they probably can't even imagine it. I know they can't. I know they can't. That would be a funny conversation. Next time we have a little game like something, I'm bringing it up.
Oh, it's coming up soon.
Yes, it is.
It's coming up soon. So I think, was that the last thing we had for people today?
Oh my God! Not the guy's response being, yo, somebody responded because it was a meme. So somebody responded to this like, you wake up as the opposite gender. What's the first thing you doing? He gonna say, see if my box stink. I'm done. That is craziness.
Well, but you want to know what makes me laugh? I said I'm gonna measure my dick first.
But you want to know what? And then it brings me back to the conversation when we was on Late Nights with Larry and Lionel when he was saying, he said, I'll probably be a dusty bitch. Yo, that shit was funny as shit.
I'm like, not dusty. Like,
why would you ever degrade yourself to that level?
Why would you have to be dusty?
Like, why would you do that? Like, because I'm not doing all that. I just would be like.
Like, why would you just be dusty?
I understand.
Like, dusty.
Us
like,
as women go through so much.
We really do. But I'm like, yo, if I was a guy, yeah, I still would be the same way. Like,
listen.
Yeah. Now me, I probably would be not there. I'll have my plain days and I have my I'm like, I'll probably be a fucking crew neck, V-neck ass, but with some shorts. So I'll be a hoochie daddy, ho, definitely.
Hoochie daddy.
Yeah, I would definitely be a hoochie daddy if I was a nigga.
Period.
Definitely a hoochie daddy.
The song is in my head now. I'm dancing to the beat. That's what it is, y'all. Sorry, y'all can't. I know it looks weird on camera, but this is me in real life. And if you can't deal with it, exit the chat.
I told you, Issa.
Damn.
I fucking told you, Issa.
This really is the life of me.
I fucking told you.
I could be putting money in a kiosk to park, and I'm still gonna dance. Anyway.
I cannot.
Who is the boss of the week?
I don't even think we have nobody on here.
We ain't got nobody up here.
Nope. So let's go choose one.
Let's go choose one. Choose it, choose it, choose it, choose it.
Well, I'm on the wrong list.
Not the wrong list.
Girl, what is?
Let's see.
Girl, find somebody, friend. Because I'm on the wrong list.
Okay, so this is our favorite. This is our favorite accessory. So I'm just going to go ahead and shout them out.
All right.
Awkward eyewear. That is Awkward Eyewear. WKWARD_eyewear. Yes. Rocket, a.k.a. Vince, is the person who runs this whole ordeal. He's got the fly shades in different colors for ladies and women. Okay, he has an Instagram page. Y'all go on and check out his Instagram page where y'all can find all his variety of different shapes and colors of shades. Sorry, I done clicked off the page by accident. Y'all bear with me, my fault. And where is he based out of? I think he's based out of Philly, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he has quite a few. Yeah, he got a little couple styles on here though, yo. I must admit. So check him out. Give him a play. See if he got something that you might like. You know, little couple pairs of sunshades. That's actually some of our favorite accessories. We love us a good pair of shades. Okay,
it's actually my favorite accessory.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Besides bangles, yes, okay, because I love me good bangles, good danglet. But yes. So check out Awkward. Once again, not going to keep y'all too long. That's our boss of the week. We got to shout out our black businesses. And if y'all have any people that y'all want to nominate for boss of the week, let us know. Yep. Email us at thopowerhouse@gmail.com. We have an email that you guys can reach out to. Look at that. Not just DM, but an email. So, yep. And
it's the
This is a public service announcement for all of our tribe members. Also, I just want to leave this on wax. The link tree is in the bio.
Yes.
The link tree is in Miss Lomax's bio on her personal page. The link tree is in my personal bio on my personal page. It is also in the bio of the podcast page. And in that link tree, you will find the links for our podcast, be it audio or visual. Okay? So, yes, our visual is on YouTube. That drops every Monday now. We switched it up. So, you're going to get the audio on Sunday, Super Sunday Fun Day. And on Monday, you're going to get the visual. So, that's just how we flowing and going. And, yeah, that's what we have for y'all today. So, this marks episode 50, y'all.
50.
On halfway
and we ain't
to
talking
100.
about the poo-poo.
Halfway to 100.
Because 99 and a half won't do.
It won't. We need the whole thing.
Period. Okay. And that's on game. So that's a wrap up for this week. Shit.
Yes. Pull up on this. Sorry. I'm Sun-Kissed
You
Shot.
always make me lose my fucking train of thought, yo. You always do. You always got an ad-lib.
I'm Sun-Kissed Shot. I just want y'all to. I just want y'all to like, comment, share, and follow. That's all.
You done with your public service announcement?
Am
friend?
I asking for too much?
No.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Man, you know when you said that, I was what's that girl named? I'm leaving messages and voicemails telling you I miss you.
That was our shit.
Am I doing
Too much.
What
Yes.
was her name?
Why you gotta pay me, baby?
I'm Chrissy, bitch, because she fucking playing with me today.
And together we are to each
Each
his
his
own.
own. Bye. See y'all next week.
Holla.